Of all of it has happened. I am sorry. I completely and totally forgot that I was supposed to be here 1 to 3 today instead of 2 to 4. So I am really, 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 really sorry for making you guys worry. I'm really sorry. I feel really, really stupid, and I feel really bad. So I am sorry. Sorry to make you guys worry. Yep. Well, don't worry. I will beat myself up over that because I thought I wasn't starting until 2. Completely forgot I was doing 1 to 3, and I have nothing ready. Absolutely nothing ready. So, yeah, I'm going to need a couple of minutes to recover for a minute and get stuff ready so that we can actually do something, and then I will be back. So give me a couple of minutes. Bear with me. I need to clean paint water. I need to clean my palette and go from there. So I'm going to need probably a good 5 minutes, but I will be back. I'm sorry, you guys. Hi, Kiati. How are ya? We're doing good. Hi, Steffi. Hi, Barb. Hi, Asia. Hi, Patty. Hi, Lay. Hi, Tina. No, I can't wait until 2 because unfortunately that screws up the whole rest of the schedule for the day because I fucked up the whole day schedule, basically. So, yeah, bear with me a minute and I will be back in like 5 minutes, okay? To live with no paint palette, and we will go from there. And I apologize, I gotta go get my glasses, and I need to give Audrey her food very quickly and pee because I didn't do any of that. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Yep, let's go. Come on. right, well, I'm gonna have to wait to run to the bathroom because it is occupied. Well, serves me right for thinking that the day was off to a good start. That'll teach me. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry to have made you worry. I love you to death for worrying so much, and I'm really, really, really sorry. Good to know that apparently changing a time of my life is just too much for my brain to handle, I suppose. All right, let's do another coat on the red because I think it needs one more coat. Oh, and the washroom is free, so I'm gonna go there. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. And yes, I washed my hands. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Hello, hello. Oh, too late, Steffi. Hey, Cindy. Safe travels. Careful driving. All right, let's start painting. Hi, Gabrielle. What's everybody working on today? All right. This definitely needs a third coat. It's not quite dark enough yet, so we are gonna do that. And then I've made some adjustments, and I want to do a couple of tests for the color scheme. I'm still going to use the black and the white, but I think I'm going to use Tombstone Bliss Drops, and I'm going to use that, this one here, the red wine, metallic red, instead of Wasteland. I want it to be really, 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 really dark. So if I do end up adding something like that, I'll add it after everything is done. Hi, Christine. How you doing? Oh, no. No, just me being an absolute bonehead, Christine. That's all you miss, which is nothing new. You sat on your bag of chips. You know, I used to buy Lay's chips and purposely crunch them all up into like teeny tiny little pieces before I ate them. So in one way, maybe it's the best thing. Yeah, I used to crumple my chips up. If there's anybody else that I've missed for saying hello, I apologize. I didn't go back through the comments from when you guys were waiting for me. But if there's anybody here that I haven't said hi to yet, it's good to see you. Kiati, Miss Audrey is in the other room having a snack, and then I'm guessing she is gonna curl up for a nap. She might make an appearance at some point, though. We'll wait and see. She let me sleep last night, which was a nice treat. Doesn't happen too often. Less chewing, exactly. I'm scrolling back. Yep, everybody's fine. I'm so sorry for making you worry. I really am. I appreciate the worry and the concern and the love, and I'm really sorry. Searching for free patterns to crochet a flower bouquet. I can't wait to see that, Cara. That's going to be so pretty. Makes anybody smile. Somebody on the work Zoom showed their nakedness today at work. Excellent news. Well, you know what? That just says, could have been worse. Could have been worse. I could have shown somebody my nakedness today. So, you know what? All right. I think this third coat is gonna do it for us here. Asia started jellyfish. Yay! I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Male or female, Stuffy? Seems like a fun time. I will definitely pass along lots of love to Audrey Chiotti for sure. Thank you for that. A spouse walked from the shower to the kitchen. Oh no, so it wasn't even the employee? Oh no, how did that go down? Like, was something said? Like, what happened? We need to hear the full story. This needs more information. My brush has too much paint on it, so I'm just transferring some of it to the top of it here. Oh, what's that? Where'd you come from? Get out. Stupid dust. Oh my God. Someday, I'm gonna live in a place that doesn't need to be dusted every 6 hours. That would be awesome. Yeah, so yeah, Steffi, more please. Oh no. Was it you, Steffi? Leas. Yes, I saw that you're on your dad's mobile. No worries, Kiati. I knew it was you. Only 11. Take a picture and add to my story. Yes, good. Can't wait to see it. We all gasped. My boss said, Richard, you might want to turn the camera off. Not, then we are laughing. And Richard was like, why? What did I do? Did you screenshot? No. I would notice immediately because I'm looking at my own camera 95% of the time on a Zoom call, right? I'm looking into my own eyes. I wish. And they decided to delete the Zoom and restart it at this point so people watching after didn't get the peep show. Oh my God. Oh yeah, because it would have been recorded. Oh no. I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay and not carrying that around any more than, well, which again would be completely understandable to carry that around. Oh my God. Oh, that's terrible. That is just terrible. I wish. Oh. There's so much lint getting painted into this thing today. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Tina, how's your heat today? Are you cooking? We were very lucky up here. Patty, how about you? Have you gotten the relief yet, or have you gotten any rain? They keep telling us we're going to get some rain and some thunderstorms, and it just keeps missing us. And even when I love watching the radar maps on the Weather Channel to watch. And I zoom in on my address so I can see which part of the cloud is going to pass over actually where I live. But even them, they were showing like pretty much nothing. Well, it's a middle coast shore. I'm sure they see asses. Good on her. Good on her for being able to say something like that. Yeah, exactly, Lay. Emotional damage. But you know what? That's awesome. You know what? I aspire to that level of confidence, and I admire that, to be able to say, it's just an ass. It's just a boob, right? That's good on her. That is actually quite inspiring to me. I don't like to look at myself naked, let alone have somebody else looking at me. Whole new level of stuff to unpack at therapy, isn't it? Okay. Sad number 2. With any luck, this will dry nice and quickly. I'm going to be able to stay until 3:30. Hopefully that'll work. I apologize, I can't stay longer than that, but I can do 3:30. Shit. And I'm just going to continue to move forward throughout the day, assuming that something's going to try and trip me up, but I'm going to just be a little more on guard, I think, for the rest of today. Our temperature really broke last night. It dropped by, we were at 44 Celsius for 2 days, then 37, 38 Celsius for a day, and then it dropped down to 19 overnight, and it's quite windy, and yeah, it's quite windy. And we're supposed to be getting a bunch of rain. So it feels like it's fall now. It's crazy. And I hope it doesn't mean that everybody's going to get sick, right? When you get those big changes like that. Planning on bringing her dollar bills at the summer picnic. That's amazing. That's awesome. No rain yet, but yes, it's comfortable. Good, good. Haven't ventured outside, but we just had a rain shower. Oh, yeah. That must just vaporize when it hits the pavement there. But I'm glad you got a bit of water at least. And I'm glad you're inside where it's nice and cool. That's good. Good, good, good. How's Tornado Alley? Steffi, you doing all right? We run around in sports bras and shorts at work, so none of us are bodice. That's good. Yeah, you'd have no choice but to get used to it, wouldn't you? Hey Tracy, how you doing? Oh, did you? You got a couple? There you go. It's the sets of drawers, Barb. She found them. I can't wait to see that, Asia. It's going to look so cool. Is it really, really hot? get some relief. You guys just do the best you can to take care of yourselves in this heat. That was a huge paint booger. It's crazy. I knew that it was dusty, but I never really realized just how dusty it is in here. I'm watching all of this dust blow all over this, and it's upsetting. I'm so excited to start on this one, you guys. I think this is going to be so amazing. I'm planning on doing the same basic kind of setup and design as the other chest of drawers. But I thought about, Mom asked me, she's like, so you're not going to change the design, you're going to do the same one. I said, listen, the tissue box has traumatized me. It has shown me that I cannot change both the design and the color at the same time. I need to try out, keep the same design, and then try out the color and see if that works out a little bit better. We've been working on a tissue box cover, the square ones that you can get at Michael's on Patreon, on our workshops for the last few weeks. And one of the sides didn't turn out the best. And it was the one that I tried to take inspiration from the chest of drawers that we've been working on. And it didn't go well because I changed kind of the design and I changed the color. And I wasn't a fan. So I'll make slight modifications, but for the most part, we're at least going to start it off the same way and start to build it up. I want this to look so unbelievably dark, and yeah, I want Anne Rice to be looking down at me, looking over my shoulder and loving it. I want to know that it's something that I could send to Stephen King and he would think it's wicked. That's my hope for this one, is I really want it to turn out just really, really dark. So that is why we need to do some testing with the color swatch for this one as well, because I'm going to try out 2 other colors that we're going to add to this and replace a little bit out. I'm so glad that you were able to find them, Tracy. That's so cool. How you been too, Tracy? What you been up to? Melinda, hello. And Melinda, I myself was 35 minutes late. So you're really only 25 minutes late. I was half an hour late. So don't worry. It's fine. And I'm glad you're here, Melinda. It's good to see ya. Not in your part of the town. Posted what I've done somewhere. Awesome. We'll definitely go take a look. I'll have a look after the live. At McPhillips. Your car doesn't go that far. I was noticing my neighborhood, in my neighborhood, we actually had more Dollaramas than Tim's or McDonald's. That's crazy. Yeah, 3 in a 5-minute loop. Dollar Generals like to build every mile there. Yeah. Well, It's neither. I do. I think it's interesting. I think it's fascinating, right? When you look at the stuff, and it's like walking down downtown Toronto, and you get to a four corners, right? And every single corner has a Tim Hortons on it, and you're like, but, but, but. I do. I find it interesting. All right, I'm going to just move this out of the way. And then we will play with the swatch for a second. So we're going to grab that swatch, because I want to let the swatches dry as well, and then we'll finish off the teal, and then we should be able to start with some of this piece. So this is the original color combo that we were going to go with. We were going to go with this one, and we were going to use this kind of gunmetal gray silver, like a really, really dark silver. Let me zoom in, right? Still shines nice. And then we were also going to use Wasteland. I am really not wanting this to be, I want this to be the only lightness that we see in it at all. I want everything else to be really, really dark. So that's why I want to switch and put in this red and Tombstone Bliss Drops instead. Yeah, or Pot Store, exactly. That's how I know it's in a town that I'm going to enjoy being in, Tracy. That's a beacon for me and my people. You're gonna love it here. I was early because I thought it was. Well, that's what happened to me, Steffi. I made the post. See, this is the problem. See, I found this is the issue, right? This is the problem with me actually having been proactive this week. So when I scheduled all my lives, I immediately went in and I created and scheduled the posts that pop up on Patreon. So they were all scheduled. They're all scheduled to go out 2 hours before the live. And so it was all done at the beginning of the week. So I didn't even look at my schedule. I knew I had a live this afternoon, and I was saying it was 1 to 3, but it didn't connect with my brain. I still was working on the feeling of, I'm not live from 1 to 3, I'm live from 2 to 4. Nope. Screwed everything up. Freaking bonehead, man. We do need more craft stores. I agree. Yeah, I agree. 100%. 100%. All right, so let's have a look-see at this red on the black and the black and white. So I'm just going to do, oh, I really don't have a lot in here. I'm going to have to fix that. Oh, shoot. Hang on. This is what I'm going to have to do today is I'm going to have to have some of it recover because it is gooey. And I didn't realize it was gooey. All right, well, that's what we're going to be working on then. We're going to be working on stirring some paint for a minute, I guess. It's not hard, but it's definitely not even close to fluid. And it probably has some chunks in there. So we'll thin it down a tad. I don't want to thin it down too much because I want to use it in a cone, right? But It's definitely like glue. Crabola. Wait till you guys and wish your kids happy birthday a month before. Nope, I won't even be doing that. Don't have kids. Ugh. Yeah, I'm waiting for the day where I wake up and I just completely embrace the fact that time means nothing. And I do stuff when I'm awake and I sleep when I'm tired. I think that's the existence that I'm going for. No, thank you. I'm good, but I appreciate the offer, Barb. Unless they are for kids, I'm good. But again, I appreciate the offer. All right. So I think that's a little bit better. That one's a real big crusty chunk, so I'm going to remove that. But otherwise, I think this is better now. So this color. And that. All right, I'm gonna add in just a tiny bit more fluid medium. Because I don't want it to be so stiff that I can't shape it into swoops, right? I think I'm gonna need to order another bottle of this paint too, because I don't think there's gonna be enough. Not gonna be quite enough, I don't think. If I can seal up my cones well so that they don't blow out and leak, then I might be all right with this much paint. I think it looks just, it enhances the vampire vibe, I think, having that really nice blood red. So we will put that in a cone, and then any other spots that I have, I'll use Tombstone and use that as the other shiny little bit of accent. They all work. Well, that's pretty good. Do they like to talk? I'll take the furry ones. Kara created her own time zone. I'm up late. I love that, Kara. What time zone are we in? Kara's time zone. Screw Eastern, screw Mountain, screw Pacific. I love that. It does look like a bandana, doesn't it? It really does. No, unfortunately, Patty, with all of the tariffs and everything, because the ornaments are made in China, Christina would have to pay tariffs to get them just across the border. And I wanted no part of that. I can't cut profits like that because it would really make a big difference. And to be brutally honest, I don't want the US government having any more information on me than they already do. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to need to submit any paperwork to them. So I'm staying out of it until all of that stuff is no longer an issue. Because yeah. Do you like the vampire vibes? I like it too. I'm excited. In a perfect world, everyone has their very own tailored time zone. Wouldn't that be great? I think that's a good idea. Write it up, Cher. Write it up. I'll sign it. We've already got Cara as a case study to prove that it works, right? I think it's a great idea. Now, oh, there we go. I was going to say, if I was a cone with teal paint in it, where would I be? Oh, and that's the wrong side. That one's already finished. This is the one we need to work on. And we've got one little quarter left to go. All right. You do. You make sense. I like it. I like it a lot. A lot. I was not being sarcastic. I think it's great. You're good. Exactly. Now, before you argue that this is not possible, we would like you to meet our friend Cara. Yeah. Me too, Barb. It's absolutely devastating and heartbreaking, and it's having such a massive impact on so much day to day, right? I can't take the risk. And the other issue with that is that, you know, it would work for some people, right? Like for example, I could sell physical products to a lot of you guys, and it would be fine, because you would know up ahead of time that there was going to be tariffs that were going to need to be paid. Like, you would go into it at least with as much information as we could possibly get you on what that cost would be. But there's a lot of people out there, unfortunately, that even if I put it on my website as a policy, information about it, hey, and making sure that it was all set up properly, there are still people who would not want to pay those tariffs when the time comes with an extra bill. And then there could be the chargebacks, right? Like, I don't want to risk having stuff kicked back to me from the border. And then I've watched a lot of businesses. I've been staying kind of up to date on a lot of the other small businesses in Canada that I follow already, who used to do a ton of business with physical products to the US. And they're talking about how it changes so much that by the time they do what they need to do, get the shipping label on, and then get it to the post office a day or two later, everything is changed, and they're getting stuff kicked back. They're getting they're going through an awful lot of headaches. Now, I know that there are a lot of small businesses that are making it work, and I think that's wonderful too. But I also don't, I know I don't have the bandwidth to go through figuring all of that out. It makes me really, really sad, and I hope that someday I can send ornaments back to her again. I hope so. Yeah. It's really, really scary. It's really, really, really scary. And so I figure what I want to do, it was a really kind of a scary decision to make, to say I'm not going to send any physical items to the US anymore, because, you know, I look at TikTok, for example, and on Instagram, over 70% of the people who follow me on those two platforms are in the US, right? So I knew it was going to be a cutting off my nose to spite my face potential kind of situation, right? But what I'm going to do instead is what I want to do is start having digital prints, so that you might not be able to buy the painting, but you will be able to buy the digital print, get it printed in whatever size you want, on whatever kind of paper you want, on a t-shirt, put it in a calendar. I don't care, like, be able to do stuff like that. So I'm kind of hoping that while it will reduce the physical art that is going across the border, I'm hoping that it actually increases the ability of more people to get some of my art, right? Like, there's not one painting to go around anymore. 500 people can decide to have a print if they want to. right? Things like this actual, like if I take a photo of, for example, of the top of this, I could make this into a print, whereas there's only one of these stands going out there, right? So I'm hoping that it makes it a little bit easier for me to make more of my art into that sort of stuff, and maybe change that around and have more things like doing print on demand stuff. Like, you know, Cindy and I had been talking for a long time about the hoodies with the art all over it. And all of that sort of stuff. I want to get back to doing that, to see if that can at least, it's something, you know, it's something. And the real fact of the matter is that I've become a lot more clear lately. I don't want to rely on the physical sale of my art to be able to keep doing this. In a perfect world, Patreon and YouTube income and would cover my base income, and then I could start giving away my paintings for free. I've got nieces and nephews and friends all over the place, including you guys, that you know, it would be nice to be able to start doing stuff like that. It's a big change, but you know what? It's okay. It's going to be okay. And you know what? As the most important part is that my friends in the US, and that are much more directly impacted by all of this than I am here in Canada, that everybody's okay and things survive. You have nothing to apologize for, Cher. It's all good. How is it there? My granddaughter's on her way there to visit her dad, and I'm nervous. It's scary, right? It's understandable. Hobbs, he's Latino. He was born in the U.S., though. I that's a valid fear. Well, let's do some painting, shall we? Let's do some painting. How was the rest of your day yesterday, you guys? Did you guys, how was your live last night, Asia? Did you guys have a good time? Oh no, I gotta sneeze. I'm so sorry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, no, it's just the one. Whew. Thank you for the blessed poo. You think that's scary to think about, but that's necessary. You're welcome. I always forget that not everybody knows what the blessed poo means. So what the backstory on that, Cher, is that there was a friend of ours, Molly, who was on live, and I sneezed once, and her poor Molly, and her autocorrect kept changing it. Instead from bless you, it changed it to blessed poo. And so it just became a thing. Plus, it's a wonderfully politically correct way to say holy shit, too. Picked her up yesterday. They're in Denver now. I told him he better not. lives can be really hard to feel like you got a lot done, right? I think that for me anyway, if I can talk to myself mentally and say that this live isn't about getting something done, and if it is, I've got to figure out what I want to do on this and what's going to be okay. Because if I'm doing it specifically for productivity, then I need to, you know, kind of set that intention at the beginning of it. You know, there's been a couple lives when I was doing ornaments way back when where I'd be like, guys, I'm not going to be in the comments very much, right? And that's when to ask your community for help, right? There was the time, like when you are going live too and you have some help, like when Cindy or Lay read the comments on the joint lives for each other, right? That makes a really big difference. All right, I think that this cone is about to tell me to go screw off, but I think I've got a pretty significant clog in the tip of my cone, so bear with me 1 second. Better not leave the house with all their IDs. Yeah, I'm sure he feels secure having. Yeah. Yeah, that's the scary part, right? That's definitely it. Okay, this cone is telling me that it wants to be done, I think. Maybe, am I going to be able to salvage it? No. You're still going to be... Oh, why do you got to be such a little bitch? Here we go. Beat ya, sucker! I won. I like when I win. Yeah, needs to have her ID. Keep close tabs. Oh, you rotten son of a gun. All right, here we go. Oh no, you're still being cranky, aren't you? There we go, that's better. It's gonna look so cool on the red one because all of these swoops are gonna... I'm gonna so get flagged at some point on social media for this because it's gonna look like dripping blood, right? And I'm really excited for that. And I'm sure that that's gonna end up being a problem at some point. Yeah, exactly, Barb. If I made something as beautiful as that buck, I consider lifelong bragging rights a given. Thanks, Cher. And I agree. I think this is so freaking pretty. I'm so excited. So I'm not worried while they're traveling. I wouldn't want to be messing with you, Tracy. And you got Cher for some backup. That's good. That's good. That's what you need, right? It's a long time too. That's a long time to be on edge for you, Tracy. It's hard not to be carrying that every minute, right? For anybody who's new to my lives, please just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the screen of my phone all the time, so I will pause on a very regular basis. So even if you're watching on the replay and you're wondering why I've stopped talking or why I stopped responding to comments, it's because I just can't see the screen on my phone all the time. So I will pause on a very regular basis, though, to come back and catch up on anything that I've missed. Like right now. Keep her in my prayers if that's okay. Just a little extra protection never hurts. Absolutely. Can all do that for you. All right. I love you, Tracy. Oh, come on. I'm finding with the cones that the more reliant the cone is on the pressure from my hands, the less control I feel like I have over it. Like I need to fold the cone over and continue to roll it down like a tube of toothpaste so that there's some built-in pressure there for me so I don't have to squeeze it as much. Is that normal, Lay? What are you painting today? That color, that rainbow color grade with the black in the middle is so pretty. How many hearts did you end up prepping last night? Ooh, there we go. Got the clog out. All right, so now let's go up here. We're gonna go... Shoot, what am I gonna do? What am I doing here? I need to do here, here, and here. Much better. That was definitely what I was fighting against. Yeah, that was pretty. I love all your rainbow stuff you've been doing. If you guys are not already following Lay on Instagram as well, it escalated a bit with the base coating. Tell me more. 28 small hearts, 10 medium hearts, and 10 oval stones, a round stone, and a big mushroom. Wow. That's intense. Well done, though. That is some killer productivity. Damn. Good on you. I'm jealous. I have so much stuff ready to go. That's so cool. There's something so freeing about that, right? Because you can just, you know, you've got so much space to just keep exploring idea after idea after idea after idea. That's so cool. The tube is empty. Excellent. Mission accomplished. Good for you. That's awesome. So here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's cool. I want to be just like Lay when I grow up. Yeah, that's awesome, eh? Tina, what have you been working on lately? Now I'm painting the single round stone. Obviously not one of the 28 hearts. Obviously. Why would you? That's just crazy talk. I know. Best compliment I could ever get. I often think about that, Lay. I'm like, I wonder what that would be like in the same room together. We just completely bounce around and bounce around and bounce around from conversation to conversation and constantly, like, I'd say one thing and then you jump in with the next part of the sentence and I jump in with the next part of the sentence. Finishing up an 8-inch and more on it. Nice. Patty just checking in. Oh, an 8-inch mirror. Oh, cool. Oh, I love the mirrors. I love that. I can't wait to see those. I love seeing what people do with mirrors. I've always wanted to do it, but I've never pulled the trigger to do it. One of these days, maybe. We'd have 3 different conversations simultaneously. I know, it would be terrifying. I feel like people watching the conversation would be like, how do they know what's happening right now? Lil, how are you? Good to see ya. How have you been? Hope you're doing good. What a lovely surprise. Well, I'm still working on trying to win the 40 million bucks. I think it's actually 50 million tonight. So if I do, I will get right on that and we'll buy ourselves a little town somewhere. I'm thinking New Zealand and Australia would be a great place. Honestly, I'd move to Antarctica to get away from the rest of the world, maybe. But we'll find somewhere. And we'll buy our little town and we'll just art to our heart's content. Oh, those are squishy. I don't like those swoops, but we'll just deal with it. I am at the point where I just want this one done. but also because I'm impatient and I want to get painting the other one. All right, so we're gonna go here and here. We're gonna start on the black one, the red one, I mean. And then we have to do here, so we go 1, 2. So the only other thing that's going to be happening on this one is going to be the edging. And that's something that I'll do at a later time. All right, I think I got everything. No, that's right. On the first little section here, I forgot we had 1, 2, all right. It's done. Except I need to, I'm gonna go over the paw print a little bit because I painted on it. I got some paint on the toe beans. I think we got it. I think we got it. Beautiful. Guidelines and the edging, and she's done. Yay! I'm so excited. Well, and it wasn't true. It's not done. I'll still have the handles and the feet to do. I'm going to use Dragonfly glaze on the feet and on the handles. The handles need to be sanded, so I will be having to take them outside and sand them down a little bit. But yeah, yay! All right, so this one is going over here to dry for a little bit. And I still need to figure out what I'm going to do with the inside of the drawers too. That'll be the other one. All right. I think first things first, we need to get a cone ready with the red. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm just scrolling back. Asia, I'm taking a nap with the kids, but keeping the live up. Have a great day. You too, Asia. Have a really good snooze. It has been a while, Lil. It's so great to see you. No, we definitely will not be going anywhere too cold. That's why I was thinking like New Zealand or something. Or we could go somewhere like, you know, Fiji or something. And even in Canada, we'd be fine. Thanks, Cher. The great cha-ching gods. I like that. We'll keep you posted. An island would be nice, too. Who's going to drive the boat? We need somebody that knows how to drive the boat. Have an 8-inch wooden mandala that I'm working on. Oh, that's amazing, Lil. That's so fun. Have you been doing lots of painting? Hey, thanks, Cher. Working on a tea light holder. Oh, I miss painting tea light holders. They were so fun. I got to get off my ass and get some poured. Try and find one that's got lots of room in it. Yeah, we don't have to go that far, but it would be nice to kind of be, you know, out of the way. Haven't done much lately. I'm glad that you're having a chance to do some now, though. That's good. I hope you're able to do some more soon. Lil will learn to drive the boat. Fantastic. Just finished a commission job, a 10-inch plexiglass, a heart tea light holder, a small heart, and a round trinket box. Oh, that's so lovely. That's a beautiful gift. What a nice gift. That's so cool, Cher. Sounds beautiful. What colors did you use? All right, here we go. Cone holder. This is going to be number 1. Which one's going to be number 1? This one's going to be number 1. All right. Fantastic. I mean, if we get to that point, I'll learn how to... There you go. Perfect. If that means that we can just live on a nice little island and paint, that'd be wonderful. That sounds great. Teals, pinks, and light shiny gold. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Matches her bedding. That's lovely. Oh, that's fun, Lil. Oh, enjoy it. I think it's so fun painting tea light holders. What colors are you using, Tracy? Where did you get your molds from, Lil? Are they Devon Dotting Molds or Happy Dotting Company? Where'd you go with it? All right, I'm going to grab a palette knife because I'm going to scoop some paint out of this instead of trying to pour because it's very, very thick. Oops. All right, bear with me one sec. Let's see, where would it be? Could be in here. In there. All right, found the palette knife and gave Miss Audrey a little scritch while I was at it. On Amazon. Oh, very cool. Nice. Oh, have so much fun with them, Lil. I think you're going to have a great time. Trying to get the paint down. I should have done this first, but eventually that bubble will come up. I used burlap for the base coat and just using a cream and metallic. Oh, that sounds pretty. That sounds really pretty. Is burlap deco art or folk art? That does. It sounds really, really delicate. Lil, I'm hoping to maybe do a couple of workshops. I'm not going to be doing any at Parkwood this year, but I think that I might be doing some at Markets Ontario in Bowmanville. But I haven't set any dates yet. Right now I'm just doing online. Right now my workshops are online through my Patreon. I've got a Patreon membership where it's $10 US a month, and it gives you access to all of the recordings for all of our previous workshops. I think there's like 15 or 16 of them in there now. And then I do the online ones, but I'm sticking with that for now, I think. But I do hope to get to it at some point. But I'm just not sure when that's gonna be. Okay, I don't want to overfill. Oops. Oh, there's a big bubble waiting to pop in this. I can see it. Oh, no, I lied. I had no depth perception. There was no bubble there. All right, let's put a teeny tiny bit more in. I'm doing a pop-up market at Markets Ontario in Bowmanville as well in July. And I am going in and going full on big summer blowout sale. I'm gonna have a ton of things that are available for $10 a piece. And I'm just going to wipe out my inventory. I just want to annihilate the inventory and clear some space for all of these things that I want to paint in going forward. So it's going to be interesting. I'd love to see it. That sounds good. Yes, please post when you're done. I want to see. It's deco art? Okay, cool. That sounds really pretty. It sounds very soft. Black background with white with mint green. Oh, that sounds really pretty. And Cher said, just sent you a follow request on Instagram, Tracy. Here you go. Perfect. Just cutting my tape and then we'll get this closed up. And then I'm gonna have to go and grab my black and my white paint. But then we will draw some guidelines and get started. Yay. Shit. I need another piece of tape. Hold on. That sounds really pretty. Mint green is always a hit too. I find mint green for me is always one of those colors that I don't think about it a lot, but when I use it, I'm always so happy with it. All right. One. Yes, please do post. I'd love to see. And at any point when I start to do the in-person workshops again too, Lil, I'll make sure I post about it and keep you posted, okay? All right. And now ooh, beautiful. Lovely. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. All right. We are going to start. I'm going to start with a drawer. Yeah, let's start with a drawer. Now, what I don't know is I don't know if I should be, I don't know if I should be putting paw prints on it. Seems a little morbid. Yeah, mint green kind of sneaks up on you, and then you're kind of like, oh, this is nice. Why don't I use this more often? I will definitely try and get that organized. It'll be in the fall for sure, but I'm thinking maybe more ornament workshops in the fall. I figure one of the reasons I'm looking at Markets Ontario is, number one, that's a store that I used to sell in, and even though I'm not in a position to do that right now, again, I like supporting her, which is fun. It's a really, really nice space, and she's so incredibly professional that I really like that as well. And it's significantly less expensive. Like, for example, I'm doing a pop-up out there on July the 12th. It's a Christmas in July pop-up. And as long as I'm okay with everybody paying through the cash register at the store and me getting a check later, in like a week and a half later, it costs me nothing. And I think the workshops cost me like $25 an hour. Now, for comparison, when I was at Parkwood, I think at that point it was $200, comes right off the top of ticket sales. So it costs $200 for that, I think. And I feel like it's gone up this year. Still really good. It was still very lucrative. It was still really, really fun. I love the spot there. But it's nice to have a less expensive option at first. One of the other things I really, really like about the workshops is it gives a chance to kind of connect with the community. And I'd like to start doing that. So I'm hoping that I can do some in a bunch of sides. Hi, Debbie. Good to see ya. No, I didn't lay. Thank you for that. I'm going to write on the handle and put my arrow up. Okay, so now we need a sharp pencil and we need my ruler. Yeah, I don't know about the paw prints. I don't know about the paw prints on this one. So I don't know what I will put in those corners. Might even be just like something to look like a teardrop. That would be a great time to use the teardrop tools that you sent me, Lay. That would be lovely. All right, so let's look and see what we've got here. We have a total of, let me see, 17.4. 17 is 8.5 plus 0.2 is 8.7. So that's my midpoint there. And then let's go here. Oops. Let me go 0. And then I want to bring it in 1, 2. I can't tell my difference between a 3 and a 4. There we go. 0.3 is right there. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes when I'm looking at my ruler and I'm trying to really focus on which notch is lining up there, ooh, teeth would be cool. That would be cool too. You totally should. So there's another one too out in, I want to say it might be an even better option for you too, Lil, or at least another option to consider. It's called the Brown Bag Boutique. It's also in Bowmanville. And it is similar to Markets, but up until recently, and I don't know if it's still going on, they were running a promotion that if you sign on for a 3 or a 6 month rental plan, you get 50% off. And I think their shelves are bigger for what you get for the dollar. So if you're considering either of them, look at both of them. Okay. Brown Bag Boutique. Because I'd looked at that too and see. And they are actively seeking new vendors. So they might be a really good one to get into quickly. All right, let's go over here. Do a little measuring. I'm not measuring on everything because I want to get painting. So we're going to do like we did with the other one, which is I did one entire drawer and then went through and started marking everything off everywhere else. So that's what we're going to do here too. We might sit and do some measuring tonight on TikTok or something. But for today, I just want to paint. I want to start painting it really badly. So I'm creating a 3 millimeter wide border around the drawer. And I am doing that because it worked well for me on the last one. So we're going to hope that it works well on this one too. I'm going to draw this line here because I think I placed that mark right in the middle of where this line was going to go and I was going to lose it. I think I'm just going to, I'm going to have a couple more measurements to do here. Bear with me. Tracy, what ideas do you have for your chest of drawers? Do you think you're gonna paint one soon? Like, do you have some ideas that are already kind of coming to you? I'm going to do a slightly different border on this one. We're going to go in another 2 millimeters. I should have done this going around. We're going to go in another 3, actually. All right. This is better. Much better. Okay. Bing. And I need to sharpen again. Mostly have Christmas ornaments done. I think that would, either spot would be a great spot for you to be. So make sure you check out both of them, Lil. Not sure. I know it's going to be for my granddaughter for Christmas. Her favorite color is purple. Lovely. Lovely. That'll be fun. I've got a purple one I'm going to be starting soon too. That'll be fun to see. I love seeing people painting the same things and how they do it differently and what ideas they come up with. Ding, ding, ding. There we go. 1, 2. Nope. All right. So when I go and draw all the other lines, I'm going to need to remember I need to place a mark at 3 millimeters and at 6 millimeters. And one of these days, I will write it down. Okay, now this one. And then we just have a couple more lines to do and then we can paint. Yay. And it's exciting because it's just black and white straight out of the bottle for now. This needs to go over here a bit more. There. Okay. Okay, we have that. Now we need to divide this in half. Okay, so we have 10.3. So 5.15. Oops. And then 10.3. 5.15. All right. I'm so excited. That lines up. Oh, right. That lines up with the bottom of the handle. It lines up with the bottom of that side of the handle. Not on this side, because the handles, as I continue to forget, are not always straight. There we go. Oh, an ice cream sandwich. That's a good idea. I went out today and I finally bought some ice cream. Sick of hearing everybody talk about eating ice cream and not having any of my own. Okay. All right. I need to go grab the black and white paint and my paintbrushes, and then I'll be back. I got Neapolitan. Part of that was also that I was too cheap. And when I saw the ice cream on sale, I'm like, perfect. Neapolitan's one of my go-tos though. I'm a Neapolitan fan. And I just need to change my water. So your ice cream sandwich, does it have chocolate with it? What, does it have vanilla cookie? Or is it covered in chocolate or something? I love ice cream sandwiches too. And drumsticks, I like them too. All right, I'm going to grab paint brushes and change my paint water. I will be back in just a couple minutes and we will stay on till around 3:30, okay? All right, paint water done. Just going to grab brushes and paint. I'll be right back. Right. And we have black paint, white paint, paint brushes. I'm just gonna clear a spot in this paint palette for them. And I'll put the teal back there. One sec, one more sec. I'm so excited. Okay, let's do this. All right. So we're gonna put out some black first. There's little crusty bits in the bottom of my palette here. One sec. Put out the black first. And then let's pick the brushes. So I'm going to use, we've got 6. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. This is my 2. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. What is this one? That's a 1. Don't want that one. Maybe these long bastards. I bought these by accident. I didn't know they were this long when I bought them. But I do like the points on them. They're very tiny. And I like that. So we'll keep them out. This is a 2. Did I already have a 2 over here? I do already have a 2 over there. So I don't need that 2. That is a 0. That is a 1. I don't need you. That is a 1. And my 3. Good. Excellent. That's the other one I wanted. I'm so excited. Okay, so we are going to start with our size 6. All right, let me scroll back. I'm coming back. So I cashed air miles and got in. You did. We were talking about that last night. Wasn't happy with my first batch, but I'm excited to play with it. Oh my God, that's so exciting. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday. So curious about making iced coffee variants. Ooh. And I had the air miles, so I thought that's safe. That's the thing, right? Yeah, if you don't like it, you sell it, and you're actually ahead of the game, right? Good for you. That's awesome. Once you've played around with it a bit, let us know. Let us know how you like it. All right, so we are gonna start here, and I'm gonna place just a couple more little notches with some measurements here. Bear with me one sec. 5.3, so 2.5. And then I think here, yeah, we'll figure that one out. Okay, ready? So excited. Okay. Yeah, please. All right. It's the nice part about doing a single color because I can just add some paint to it and fill in the shape. That's number 1. I'll put a little more paint on, see what that does for us. That's better. I'm so excited. Okay. Breathing, breathing. Only tell me if it's bad. I don't need more persuasion to buy it, right? Okay. Trying to think here. All right, so now this one goes where? It starts here. I love it. Okay. It'll suck for sure. I'm sure it's going to be terrible. Why did you even spend? I'm already mad I spent the points. It's going to be awful. All right. So I think this then needs to start here. All right. It's a mustache. And sideburns. All right. Let's do another one. I'm going to do, I think, most of it in black, and then I'm going to go over it with where I feel it needs to be brightened up a bit. I think. I think we need some music on tonight's TikTok live. Yeah, Tom Selleck. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's it for that brush then. Okay. So now we're gonna go to, that was a size 6. So now we're gonna go to, what? I'm gonna go to a size 2, I think. Yes, we're gonna go to a 2. Now a lot of it's gonna kind of jumble together a little bit, but when we go over it the second time, it'll be better. I want to get it all laid down and then figure out where I want it to be a little bit brighter, you know? So let's... All right, so let's go... No, we can start doing some with the white. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just go for it. We don't like it, we paint back over it with the black, right? Easy peasy. And we're doing just the tiniest bit of white. Maybe a little bit more white than that. Just a little bit more. Let's try this. That's better. Really can't do ice cream. I'm like a junkie with it. Yeah. I don't usually, I know that I give myself permission to have it in the house because I'll eat it for a meal until it's gone. A beautiful cumulonimbus clouds building over the mountains. I just watched them. Oh, that's lovely. Good for you. Creamy, you can make it sugar-free, less calories. Yeah, I would do just even slushies. I just love the idea of slushies, you know? Thanks for letting us know you guys are painting now. Hello right back to you, Lauren. I hope you guys are having fun. That's so great. Oh, right. No, Lay, it sucks. Wait, I forgot. It's awful. All right, let's go here. All right, let's go here. Grab some white. I'm gonna go here. I really like it so far. Eric got one when we found out he was diabetic. He made some with sugarless. Oh, that's really cool, Christine. Trying to eat up all the sweets in the house so I won't be tempted. Yeah, that's what happens. And you're like, I did that, but all I ended up doing is eating all the sweets. And I totally get it. I do the same thing. If I had more money, it would have already been on the counter. Yeah. Something to keep on the list. If I win 50 million bucks, we will have our own, we'll have 3 of them in our dining hall. Thank you, Gara. All right, I need to stop trying to make it exactly like the other one. I'm gonna do bits and pieces, but I need to be able to do a little bit on my own, I think. So. Where we're at so far. Patty, I have a creamy also. I put protein powder and sugar-free pudding to make ice cream. Oh, that sounds amazing. How much are they Canadian? Do we know? Love my slushie. The only thing with those is you can't do sugar-free. It needs the sugar to stay slushy and not ice hard. Gotcha. That's all right, though. Yeah, it sounds amazing. Damn it. I feel like I would live off of it. Like I would have no need for solid food with something like that around. You read slushy as sushi and now you're hungry for that too. About 300. Okay, that's not as bad as it could be, right? That's not as bad as I thought it could be. That's good. All right, so let's do one. Here. No, not yet. Okay. Rinse that off. I'm gonna grab my liner brush. A lot of these are gonna eventually run together, but I'm gonna be able to see where the brush strokes are kind of separate, and we're gonna be adding a lot of stuff on top. So for now, let's go here. Let's do that again. Like on this one, for example, we'll do a nice long swoop of red. We're going to be putting a lot of red on this. And like I said, I'm going to use the Tombstone Bliss Drops for accents too. And I think that's gonna do us a lot of favors. All right, so. Oops, that's just a big gnarly eyebrow now. I have a harder time turning, but that's okay because we're going to be putting more brush strokes over top of this, so. It's okay. We're actually going to do another one with white on the tip. And it is gonna go here. Like so. That was a little too much white, I think. So we're gonna touch that up a little bit. Oh, hang on. Try again. Oh, that's just gonna have to stay that way. Okay, that's fine. Can you send me the recipe? There you go. I'm excited for you guys. That's cool. I will put it on my list. Do one more. Oops. Here we go. Well, that can come down there, can't it? There we go. All right. Can you just send Lay the ice cream? Just make the ice cream and send it to Lay. Just send it on over. Oh, shit. Just dropped my brush. No biggie. All right. Going in with our size 1 brush now. I'm gonna go up here. Oops. Two. Hi, Audrey. How you doing? You guys want to say hi to Audrey? Here she is. Audrey. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, Noodle. Hi. Good girl. Kara says hi, Audrey. Thanks, Kara. No, the entire machine. She is a pretty princess. I love her on her little white sofa. Okay. So I think now, okay, I've got one. I'm going with the black. And we're gonna go here. And there. Oops. What's we doing here? Okay. How we doing? Everybody doing okay? Sorry, I've gone silent there for a minute. We doing all right? Let me scroll back. Would you like for us to like the video? Oh, that would be lovely if you can share. Thank you guys. Yeah, if you guys, I appreciate the likes and the comments. The chat keeps the video active, but absolutely, the likes on the video help a lot too. So if you are enjoying yourself and feel called to do so, a like for the live would be lovely. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. I think I need... Let's do another one here. All right, let me catch up here. Thank you, guys. You're the best. You are the absolute best. Thank you for all of the love and everything you do to cheer me on. I'm so anxious to paint some, to get some of the red and some of the black on here. All right, so let's see. Now, thanks for the likes, you guys. You're amazing. Thank you. So now I'm gonna go black. Actually, let's just do black for now. Oops, sorry. One. Okay. I love just the tiny little bits of the white. Just teeny tiny bits. I'm going to add a couple little more. Oh, that's very kind of you, Cher. I'm really glad you're here. I love you guys so much. You guys have no idea what you do for me. You make me want to focus on being the person that I am here with you guys at all points in my life. And it's incredibly inspiring. And I love you guys more than you will ever know. All right, let's do a couple tiny brush strokes with some white. I promise I won't do that again, Patty. That will be the last time that ever happens. I will not. I'm going to be so super paranoid from now on. I was just sitting here chatting with Mom and folding the laundry thinking, hey, look at me. I'm getting stuff done. I'm going to be so productive today. Like, that's literally where my head was. I'm like, damn it. I got to get it together. I am so sorry for that. I promise I will not be doing that again. Oh, talented lady, I'm happy I discovered you. Thank you for being you too, Cara. You guys, I love ya. Thank you for being such a welcoming space for me to do that, Tracy. You guys let me be myself. You let me go through the good and the bad, and you guys are just there, and I can't even begin to tell you what that means to me. And we've got lots to do, so you guys are stuck with me for a very long time. Lots to do. There we go. I'm really liking the black with the white tips. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking about it? That needed more white though. There we go. Thanks, guys. Hi, Lorna. We love you to bits. All right, we need to do a little bit more here. Okay. All right. I think this is where we're going to leave off for this afternoon. And I promise you, I will be showing up exactly at 8 o'clock, if not sooner, for the TikTok live tonight. If I can start it earlier, I definitely will, you guys, because that would be nice. And we're having music tonight. I'm tired of no music on the live, so we're going to do that tonight too. We'll have a great Friday night. We'll do some more painting on this. We're going to be getting into adding in the red, which I'm very excited about. There we go. And we will keep filling this in. I love it. It almost looks very, I'm sorry to say, a little spidery, maybe? I didn't even see that. I'm so sorry. I didn't even see that, Tracy. I just looked at my clock and I saw 3:37. So don't blame Tracy. That was not her fault. That was not her fault. Lay, damn it, Tracy. Like my husband said, we were painting with the grandkids. That was wonderful. Were you having a good time, Lorna? That sounds great. That's fun. And I love you guys that you guys are doing that together. That's okay. Hopefully I'll see you tonight. We'll do some more on this and we'll get some coning done, and we'll start really adding to this one. I'm very excited. I'm sure I don't have a deal with Tracy. It's in the mail, Tracy. No, I love you guys to bits. And I'm so sorry again for making you worry earlier today. Like it could not have been a dumber mistake. A more absent-minded mistake. I'm not going to say dumb. I'm going to say an absent-minded mistake. So I am so sorry for worrying you guys. And I promise I will be so on the ball from here on out to make sure that I don't worry you like that again. And thank you for loving me so much to worry that much about me. And I will do the best that I can not to beat myself up for it. We will do just fine going forward. And I love you to bits. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tina. And you too, Lorna. We'll see you later if you guys are around. Just like I said, from 8 until 10 p.m. on TikTok tonight. And we might take a break and come back. So let's see. We'll see. I think we could work something out for that. So if you're around on TikTok tonight, I'd love to see ya. You have a great day too, Cher. Have a wonderful day, Cara, Tracy, Lay, Lorna, Cher, Debbie, Barb, Patty, Tina, Cara, Kiati, if you're still here, Lil. Who did I forget? I hope I didn't forget Steffi. Anybody who's here, I love you guys to bits, and I will look forward to seeing you later on tonight. We'll have some music on. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye, Christine. Love you. That'd be nice. I'd love to be able to sit and paint with you, Christina. Christine, not Christina. Jesus. My Lord. We'll see you tonight. Bye, Gabrielle. Bye, Melinda. All right, loves. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.